Greetings to the Messenger Tournament 8-Bit No Out of Bounds. Today we got another good one coming up. We got Kyleberry versus Spacenarc in the best of 3. And I think runners are pretty much ready at any time now. We're in the top 8 already. This is the losers bracket, so whoever is out, sadly, because everyone that's left and everyone that was left before are doing a really great job. So I can't wait for this. We're gonna have another good one. Both have pretty good times. I see Spacenarc is like really killing it. His best is now down. I think it's a 31:18. I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. And you know, Kyleberry, he's up there. Former world record holder. Good boy. Leader of the pack of the Bamboo Boys, so to say. And I think we're gonna go off pretty soon here. Yep. Here we go. Mr. Down is going to be doing an awesome job syncing these up any minute there. So what do we got here? I assume everyone knows about Ninja Village. We got this ninja here setting out on his own little adventure, so to say. Not too much going on in here. Besides, you can already see Kyleberry showing off those little squiggly lines, the so-called cloud step mechanic, which gets not abused, but used a lot. Sort of abused, I guess, for the whole run, which allows us to do like another jump in mid-air. Next little speedrun mechanic thing that you might see here is in the cutscene. Just before or right after this text box from the old guy, hold down, and then you do a short hop instead of a large hop backwards. Saves a few, 0.2, 0.3 seconds or something like that. Scraw! Our hero, or is it Hero of the West? Yeah, it should be Hero of the West. Sets off and saves our butt right here and gives us a scroll to move on through the other levels. Real fun category, 8-bit, in case you don't know about it yet. Goes up to a certain point, which you'll see. Game does move on. Is roughly, well, now it's a little bit more than an hour and 10 minutes longer. Used to be a little bit more, but things are being found every day almost, so to say, and that any percent gets put down a little bit. Ninja Village is where babies come from? Yes, I guess. Right now it is, according to lore. I mean, this is the last of humanity, I guess, on this little island. And, legends say it says the demons attack every 500 years, which just happened. And both runners are off onto a good pace into Autumn Village. First thing to look out for here is that runners want to collect 40 shards before entering the first shop, where we get our first mandatory upgrade. Kyle going for all those turtle boosts. You can see him versus Spacenarc. He's keeping it sort of clean, just going through there, holding down right really good, while Kyle does slash back at enemies that take more than one hit, which will boost him a little bit forward. He's also been doing the front side. Yep, there you go. Saw that right there. Okay, Spacenarc got 40. Kyle got 41, actually. Well, looks like Spacenarc got 42 as well. Love the file names, by the way. Shoutouts to both. That good luck, have fun. So if Kyle would have nailed all of those turtle boosts, he would be a little bit ahead of Spacenarc, but Spacenarc just keeping it nice and clean. So that just gives him like the slight advantage. But I mean, we're right at the beginning. Big thing coming up right here. Sadly, I can't see it on Spacenarc's side. We'll see it on Kyleberry's side. The spike pit can be nice and sometimes not. This time it was really nice. Having right thoughts helps you go to the right side instead of the left side. To be honest, it's all about placement, pixel placement. Depending on a certain pixel you land on, you'll either get boosted to the left or the right. Currently, we're not in the position to, mitigate damage, I'd say. Well, not mitigate. You still take the same amount of met damage, but you can, go back in midair by pressing jump, and you gain control of your character again. Right now, the character is still like very Ninja Gaiden-esque, or Castlevania for those that have actually played that. Once you get hit, you get knocked back, and there's nothing you can do about it. But we'll get that upgrade pretty soon here. Oh, very interesting. Kyle going the top route. Spacenarc going the bottom route. You might see a little spike tower difference right here. Spacenarc setting up... Oh, that was close. Setting up the OG spike tower. Kyle with the new or newer variant. A little bit slower than what Spacenarc set up. But seeing both of these two different types is really nice to see. So that's pretty much like the two most used setups that don't really cost time, or I wouldn't say cost time, but pretty much come out about the same if you just go in the water, as sadly Spacenarc had to do. But he's still just a tiny bit behind right there. Here's the swing skip. Beautifully done by Kyle. Spacenarc right behind, using that red guy up onto that swing. Ooh, I didn't see if Kyle got that little turtle boost off of him. This room can be a mess, but Kyle makes... Oh my god, he's going for all those turtle boosts. Yeah, going up that left side on that climb up is a little bit tricky. Also, you have to pay attention to that little green dude on the top. Like I said, we cannot decide where we get boosted. Right there, get a nice right boost to knock your head off the wall. Gain a little bit of terminal velocity heading down and picking up all shards without touching a wall. Ooh. Kyle's here on a pretty good pace. There should be like a 6:15 or maybe even a 6:14. Spacenarc not far behind either though. So in this shop, we need 130 shards, and we pick up the shurikens, and as I was saying, the ability to mitigate damage or gain control of your character once you're back in air again. To be able to make a one cycle right here. Kyleberry setting up the scary kill from the right side. Looks like he got it. Oh, I thought he was going to be one hit off, but perfectly executed. So he's going to be standing all the way over to the right of the door. Spacenarc right behind with the normal kill. Kyleberry saving a few frames right there by standing right next to the door that Spacenarc will have to walk across. That's a little bit more than a frames. You know, that's 0.3 or something like that. So let's go, Kyle. Showing off some nice stuff already early in the first race. Yeah, shortest level right here. Good music once you get to hear it. I know a lot of people don't like it. I like it. Before we head into Catacombs, Kyle's saying hi to his favorite bamboo boy, or actually, you know, it's a phobikin called Necro. Ooh, interesting. So Catacombs is pretty much all about cycles. As you can see right here, through very good movement, Spacenarc taking that damage boost, able to just get right through there right in time. Let's see if Kyleberry is going to be setting up the... Ooh, there we go with this. Wow, okay, that's like the quickest way you can pretty much do that room right there, using the shurikens. Getting the butt boost. Will he get it? Easily. Oh, trying to those front boost those. Yeah, Spacenarc setting up the regular, more consistent way. That ball got scary, Kyleberry. That's okay. He made it. Right here's another room with one of those cycle things. Picking up all the shards. That's always nice to see from Kyle. And still being able... Ooh, you should still be able to get it. Oh, that was so close. Oh my god. Alright. Everyone has like his own little things to do here to just be able to make that cycle right in the end. And both do it perfectly. Oh, was that close? I'm sweating. Nice drop right going down there. Waiting for a short bit before dropping down, making this cycle. I'm pretty sure that Kyleberry will be taking the damage boost route right through here. There's another way to do this, but I think Spacenarc does this as well. Another option is to be waiting, and where Kyleberry is entering right now, take a different route right here, just going right over to the left straight away without picking up that health, because we do need that health spader later on for like another spike boost going through a spike pit. All right. Here's one of the biggest skips, maybe one of the hardest as well. Well, it's probably the most hardest one, or there we go, Badonk. Skipping a whole cutscene right here, saving like 8 seconds. Spacenarc setting up, sadly not getting it. So we have to sitting through this cutscene with Ruxton right here. Killing off those 3 Wizrobes. Doing a good job of that though, and able to proceed on, because otherwise the door gets closed. Ruxton does that twice with us in this level. Always nice getting that donk. This was Kyle's favorite room, by the way. The enemy elevator. Real good drops are on that side. Ooh! Oh my god, okay. You do not... I highly recommend not doing that, even like in a race setting. The balls of... Well, I'm not gonna... Yeah, whatever. That steel ball, it's scary. Let's just put it that way. Having 3 health spikes do 3 damage, that would have been like a death, and it would have been kind of a costly death. Spacenarc showing off the more consistent way to still be able to make this cycle. Alright, hi Ruxton. Can we see like 2 high Ruxtons today? That'd be nice. Kyleberry getting blessed with the high Ruxton, being able to get the quicker kill. Yo, Ruxton buddy. Come on. I love you, dude. Do it twice. So Kyleberry getting there, the top kill on the middle platform. You can actually kill him all the way on top. Kind of tough here. Spacenarc having a little trouble there, taking the damage boost. We'll still be able to kill him, not on the middle platform. He'll knock him down over to the right side, and he'll be able to kill him there. Okay, maybe not. He's like 1 hit off. Or 2. That's a bummer. That's a big time. That's oh man, that's rough. I didn't think it was those many hits. That's okay. I like Chinese food. I was watching Spacenarc side. Sorry, I'm supposed to sing the song. Next race, I'll sing it. Kyleberry and Bamboo Creek right now, making quick progress of everything. Picking up a few more shards, getting a nice kick off that wall. Throwing those shurikens, getting through here as quickly as possible. This level is a very nice level. Very fun to watch, very fun to run. And also has a, well, not a big skip, but, you know, very, very famous one of the earlier ones that was found. Kyleberry's going to be heading there pretty soon. It'll be interesting to see what he does here. He's on full health, to see if he jumps over the tree or if he drops down. He'll be jumping right into that pit, taking that damage, which is A-okay. Having a little trouble right there. Before heading on to the next screen, which does include the so-called N2 skip, which you pretty much avoid taking an elevator up there. See what setup he uses. Ooh, misses it. With the backup though, got it. He's back up there. So that roughly saves, if you do not set it up at all, like maybe like 6 seconds or something like that, that might be a little bit a lot. Might even only be 4 seconds if you use the faster way to the right. We'll see what Spacenarc will do. I'm pretty sure he'll be trying to set up the N2 skip as well, though. You can sort of get it kind of consistently. One of the hard things is setting up the first 2 jumps to have the correct height for you to do a so-called one-tile jump in the end. So usually the ninja can jump off walls or he sticks to walls, but after his spinning animation, you can actually kick yourself off one tiles, and which allows him, you know, to gain that little jump right there. Getting all those shards. Kyle is a little bit low on... No, he should be fine on shards. Actually, a little bit low. Because we'll be entering our next shop right here just because it's mandatory. Oh, never mind. He's good on shards. He wants to have 275 before going down to the shop. Next mandatory upgrade he'll be getting. Oh, I didn't see Spacenarc. Too much to follow. Mandatory upgrade is the glide suit, as we'll see right here. The other 2 things he picks up is one being the glide attack, as we saw him do once in the air right there, and the other one being the underwater boost, which we'll only see once in this whole complete run, while the glide attack we'll see it quite a bit. Ooh, looks like Kyle was setting up the YOLO drop right there. Respect for that. Spacenarc also a good pace right here. Also shard wise. throws up for me on his side, so I'll focus back on Kyleberry. Picking up the health right here. Important thing is to have 2 shurikens, which does help a lot in this room that he's entering right now, the so-called DK skip. Get rid of that green dude, do short hops as quickly as possible. Damage boost through this. Good damage boost, should be no problem to avoid that saw blade and get through there as quickly as possible. Let's go, Kyle. Nice turtle boost. He's taking them all. Ooh, almost had it right there. That's nice cutting that corner. I love seeing that. See if he debates this dude. Beautiful debate to get the rock guy to throw it over to the right side, and then passing him on the left side. Here's the water boost. Nicely done. Ooh, trying to set up the yeet. That was the water boost. Spacenarc playing it safe here. This is the other way to take the damage boost through the second saw blade. Actually took the damage, 1 damage only from the boulder instead of taking the 3. That's actually kind of smart. I like that. Last damage boost for Kyleberry in Howling Grotto. I haven't even named the level yet, but that's fine. And I'm not... It looked pretty clean. I'm not quite sure. You guys have to let me know, like, if it was a hay skip or not. Nice underwater boost there from Spacenarc. Kyleberry entering Emerald Golem. Emerald Golem's a nice guy. He's actually just doing his job, and, you know, the ninja gets sort of in his way. Hay skip by 1 to 2 seconds, so let's go, Kyle. So that's a very good pace. Having a little bit of trouble there with the first phase. What we want to do is get 7 hits into the middle, like his heart of the golem, head out, and use a shuriken. So we can use those airstreams to get up as quickly as possible. He's playing it safe here to have 2 health for the second phase. So what you do there is, like I said, 7 hits, throw a shuriken, get up on his shoulders, get those hits in before the shoulder spikes come back out, repeat the same thing, and go into second phase. Second phase is, you know, you can have different kind of patterns. That was a low right pattern. It's a little bit scary, but he got enough hits in. Sadly, with that strike that you saw there, Kyleberry gained a little bit of height, so when he enters this cutscene, he'll be gliding down a little bit. So what you're trying to do here is to stay as low as possible. Best pattern, or for me, the best pattern, and I think it is overall the best pattern, is like a low left that you can get. Also using a shuriken on the last hit, because shurikens do tend to not give you that glide hit back up. Very clean from Spacenarc here. Good stuff. And Golem is sad. Golem thump. Kyleberry entering Quillshroom Marsh. Quillshroom Marsh back another like open level after being like, you know, in the catacombs. I mean, Bamboo isn't that tight, but, you know, it's still like a lot of walls. This feels more like a little bit like, you know, Autumn Village, yeah. Autumn Hills. You got a lot more space, even though there are a few rooms that are a little bit tied up. Kyle just entering the largest or the longest vertical, or horizontal room in the whole game. Is so long that it needs 2 checkpoints. The first one, which he already passed. And with some good right holding and with a few turtle boosts, you can make it through here beautifully. Before we kind of figured out how to really implement those turtle boosts, all we did was hold down right. Kyle's a little bit more advanced, so, you know, he uses those turtle boosts every now and then, getting through there beautifully. Oop, Spacenarc taking a short break on that wall. Okay, that was some solid right pressing, Kyleberry. Let's go. See what Spacenarc opts here. You might be doing solid right pressing, which I love. Like I said, those small turtle boosts do count up over the whole run, but it's a good, like, even long right stage or part of the stage just to watch without those turtle boosts. just because everything kind of connects. Let's see what Kyleberry does here. Using the poop bus setup for those 2 shurikens, opening that gate, getting through here as quickly as possible. Not even going to get hit once. You heard it here now. Beautiful drop. Getting through there. Ooh, that was a good room. Let's see what he does here. Oh, that is so tough to set up. That's the quickest way to get through that room from Kyleberry. Good stuff. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay. Still got like 2 hits right in there. That, you know, bully room can be a little bit hard. We call it bully room because we take a lot of damage boost through there because that's quicker than, you know, waiting for stuff. Optimally, you only get like hit twice. I've seen, or I think it's also in the Hall of Fast and in the segmented run, only get hit once. Let's see if Kyleberry's going to be setting up to the right side. Yeah, a little bit slow there, so he's going to opt to go over to the left side. Still very quick and in general very, very good. Quillshroom Marsh. Spacenarc not far behind him though. Okay, can we get that hot cheese in here? Quillshroom Queen or Queen of Quillshroom. We'll be trying to see the quick kill right here. Kyleberry throwing that shuriken to drop her off the rings. Counting the hits to make sure that he gets enough hits in. Let's see if he opts to use this. He does. Let's see if he has enough hits. It's going to be close, but he should... Oh, he was probably like a hit or 2 off. So he's be getting this whip phase. Costs like roughly 6 seconds more. Sadly, he doesn't have a shuriken either, so he could position himself to the right. Similar like in the first boss, the Leaf Golem, if you position yourself to the right of the door, you start off right there where you kill. There's other bosses where the whole cutscene, though, triggers you to spawn to the middle of the room, as we saw like during Ruxton. So the position where you kill doesn't really matter that much. So just as Kyleberry enters Searing Crags, we watch Spacenarc and hopefully see him get the stinky cheese, which will, you know, put him up or bring him a little bit closer there. Got it. So this is what you want to see for the second phase. Looking good as well. Opting out not to use the shuriken, but that's fine. That was the cheese. Whipless. Let's go, Spacenarc. Getting a little bit closer here. While Kyleberry picked up the beautiful item, the rope dart. And you'll be seeing this item be used all over the place. So what the rope dart pretty much does is accelerate your movement a little bit forward to whatever you hang on to, if it's wall, lanterns, enemies, and so on and so forth. So from now on, it's rope dart everything and avoid spikes. That's all right. That's a minimal death because look, this checkpoint was right there. Short cutscene with Mr. Quarble. Mr. Quarble is our tax collector going for the poopa slide. Respect for that. No time save. It's just swag. Ooh, trying to set up the quick... Ooh, what are you doing? Beautiful. Still getting there through the middle. Getting up there really quickly. Good stuff. Spacenarc also now has the beautiful rope dart item. Kyle's just making short progress. Oh, getting through that chimney. Oh, how quick was that? Just short hops, getting through there beautifully. I need to practice that, man. Spacenarc, also the left side gang, getting up there. Something I need to look at as well. All those rope darts. See, Spacenarc can do this short. There we go. Ooh, couldn't set it quite up. He's going to be going out for the regular way. At least he didn't have to use a backup or something like that, so it didn't cost that much time. I mean, it still is a little bit of time loss compared to Kyle, but that's fine. He needs to be careful here now on 1 health. This can get a little bit scary. You got this, buddy. No, 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 no. Yeah, oh, no. It's okay. It's okay. Meanwhile, my voice is cracking. That was a horrible... Oh my god. Let's see if Spacenarc sets it up again. Meanwhile, Kyleberry's on the boss fight. Carlson Seuss's. We'll be seeing a lot of rope darting here as well, because another thing I didn't tell you about the rope dart is that you get iframes So you can pretty much go through enemies as well. We'll be seeing it later on another boss as well in the 8-bit category. Got pretty good pattern here, so a very, very quick fight here from Kyleberry. So they kind of share, well, they don't share health pool, but they both have like a certain amount of health, and depending on how much health they have, and sort of like, it's a little bit RNG, which patterns you get. There's patterns you want to see, other patterns you don't want to see as much. And overall, that was a very kind pattern, so Kyle could make the best out of it. Aye. All right, Spacenarc getting through there. And shovel please in chat. Kyleberry entering the most beautiful speedrun stage of this game, Glacial Peak. So he'll be using everything to get through here as quickly as possible. Besides shurikens, we have not used those yet. Ooh, that was still good. Watching top speedrunners doing the stage is so beautifully. It's just, everything just kind of connects, as you can see. Like rope darts immediately come out right after each other. This room in particular is not rope dart, but it's just like how the enemies are placed. Going the right side over there, getting up there as quickly as possible just looks really, really good. So we see Spacenarc here getting the Seuss's spin ball. Not getting too many hits in. Also down to 1 health. Needs to be careful here. Okay, that's fine. That was his last phase, so that's understandable. I would not have gone up with 1 health to try to get those hits in either, especially since Seuss's was so far down in health anyway. Beautiful glide attacks. Spacenarc entering Glacial Peak as well. His timer's a little bit behind though, I see. He's a little bit further than I thought. Need to check that out. Yeah, Kyle's just making a... Let's see if he goes for the 1-tile kick. Ooh, missed it. That's fine. That went for the short setup. Doesn't cost any time. Here we'll be seeing a port. Or not. I jinxed him. That's me. That's on me, Kyle. Sorry. Also, another short death. So both deaths he had was like pretty much in the room after the save, so it's not too bad. Can't be setting up the port here because those Medusa heads do spawn. Those are like a little bit spawned differently. If you enter the room another time, the only way to get those to spawn back to the regular position would be to exit the game or exit the game you're playing and reload the save state. But you got through there pretty quick. You know, those are still a few seconds that Spacenarc could use to catch up. And we also still have Tower of Time coming up right here. Tower of Time, Tower of Tears. I like to call it Tower of Tears because there's so many sick tricks to do there that do cost your run if you fail them, though. And by the look of it, I think Kyle will probably be trying to set up all of them just by the way he's been running right now. He's on a pretty good pace as well. Entering the tower just roughly over 27 minutes. That's at 27:05. Keep that in mind for Spacenarc. Let's see if he'll be setting up the teleport, though. There it is. Weird mechanic, so if you have 2 of the same enemies, and you pretty much rope or slash and rope dart, and the rope dart kills, or the slash kills the enemy, and the other one on the edge of the screen pretty much gets the marker for the rope dart, so your rope dart are attached to the other enemy. Kyleberry setting up the mini Hail Mary. Getting through those lasers. Lasers do 4 damage, so they're super scary. Taking damage boosts off projectiles or enemy hits is optional, or not optional, it would be optimal, I should say, just to get through there with a lot of health. Ooh, where are you going? Setting up the minus rope dart again right here, getting through those lasers, down to 3 health. Whiz robes in a weird position, should be fine though. There we go. Next skip in this room, the levy skip. Look at it. Beautiful. And every little skip that you see here, you know, saves like a second or more, and there's a few that save even more. This is the 1 cycle. Nicely done. The Cooney 1 cycle. Did not get a health drop. Those two eyeballs were kind of looking to get like health drop right there. And I'm going to be honest with you people, that's the reason I do not care too much for the Hail Mary. Because you do tend to be a little bit low on health and you rely on the health drops, while otherwise you don't really have to rely on it that much. If you had the health, you could get up here two different ways pretty much. The quickest way would be just having a total of 5 health, and that way being able to just run through those lasers upwards. The other one is the so-called French connection, which you use the spikes on the platform to the left to take the damage for 3 health and then be able to go through the lasers as well. Takes a little bit longer, is also a little bit more risky to set up, but still, you know, quicker than obviously waiting to go through those. Looks like Kyle has to take the walk of shame right here. I didn't even see his fat thumb hitting that shuriken twice or something like that. Optimally, you want to have a shuriken left for this stage so you can hit that first crystal from the left side. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh my god, Spacenarc. Let's go, dude. I sadly missed Kyleberry's eyeball room, but looks like he made it. He's down to 1 health. So much stuff going on. Holy moly. Alright, here's the time waster room. Kyle showing off a little bit of swag here. Right here, he'll be holding left, then pressing slash and immediately jump afterwards while holding down left the whole time to hit that crystal through the wall and, you know, skip 2 small rooms. Sadly, Spacenarc. Yeah. So much stuff for one commentator. Uh-oh, Kyle, what are you doing? All right. Trying to set it up. Respect for that. Trying to boost his way over the laser. Sadly, didn't work. Entering the last boss for this run with 3 health, which should be fine. But we'll see. Oh no, I said something again. Here we got Arcane Golem. And again, we'll be seeing a lot of abuse of that rope dart iframes. But first, we'll probably see a kick off the left hand. Get up there as quickly as possible. Use that rope dart to attach closely to that head. Not get hit by those weird squiggly balls that, you know, that are around his head. Does get hit once. Yeah, he should be fine. And GG Kyle with a 31-17. Very good time. Ooh, that was close against Spacenarc. GG. Spacenarc not too far behind. Did have like a death or two that was a little bit more costly than Kyle's 2 deaths. Also didn't get the top kill, which did cost a lot more time than I think he would have liked. Well, of course. But still, you know. So race number 1 goes to Kyleberry. But that's not it. We're in a best of 3, so Spacenarc has, you know, maybe his fingers are warmed up now. Getting, you know, really clean up there. I like that. That looked good. Opting out of getting over those lasers, going into the fight with 6 health. Like I say, it can be scary even with 6 health at times. Like I've heard that people that were like on PB paces like 12 or 13 seconds ahead going into Arcane Golem with 6 health, and then they kind of ruin it by getting hit a lot. Because even though the iframes are there with the rope dart, they're sometimes weird. Ooh, not getting the kick. That's fine. Doesn't cost that much time. Using the shurikens. Hal didn't even try to use the shurikens. What you want to try to do here is stay as closely to his head as possible. Those claps do kind of get in your way, as you can see. But Spacenarc doing a solid job here. Staying as closely as possible and ending with a 32-45. All right. We'll see if both runners want to proceed or take a short break. I know I will be taking a real quick break to have a sip of water. You should too. GG, Spacenarc.